Whitmore and Krista Miller as well. Mary?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to bring up the other expert that's in the audience?
I would. I'm just trying to think of how to spring this on him.
Okay.
Honey, I forgot to tell you, we need you for this one. A big hand for Jason Hunt, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is going to be easy. You just be you. And we're just going to ask you about the work that we see behind you, and you'll tell us a little bit about it. But we also have some experts here that know things that you don't know. So I'm going to have them each introduce themselves to all of you and tell you how they're... Say it?
Get a little something for us.
All right, let's get an ask for each person.
Yeah.
So for Jim here, there is a certain emotion that for some reason it just takes over him every now and then, and it's one of those wild ones, but it's there in him. What would that be? Giggles, yeah, you know him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, for Steve... Yeah. Yeah, it's typecasting. Now we need, for Steve, there's something physical that Steve sometimes just can't help but to do.
Burps.
Say again?
Burps.
He burps. Right. Choose your own end, dear. Okay. And for Krista is an expert on something that you probably wouldn't believe she's an expert on, but she really is. Electricity, exactly. All right then.
Thank you.
And of course, Jace, we know you know all about art. All right, so what we're going to do today is take a little look at some artwork today and see if we can figure out the real meaning of this art, right? So let's start with this piece right here. That's a pig. Yes, that's a pig. There's a title to this piece. Actually, Jason, I believe you know the title to this one.
Yes, it's Hog Wild.
Hog Wild, yes.
That's shocking.
Yeah. Now,
I'm probably just not wired to appreciate it as much as I can. I mean, I'm on the dimmer switch with this one. The mustache, though, has me really flipping it on.
the mustache of the man or the pig?
Well, I'd have to say the man at this point.
Okay.
It's curling back up, and I'm seeing that they're making a connection with that.
I see.
He's got a plug that is putting the male end into the female.
Mm-hmm. Connection, any guys, fellas?
What I see when I look at this picture is a man who is saying, "Oh, don't serve me pig. It repeats on me." All night long. It is what he do. Yes.
Yes. Any thoughts on that?
This piece?
You're moved by how cute it is.
Because the guy's hugging a hog.
It's called a hog wild.
No, that's all right. That's all right. If you were to
Is
say
the hog dead?
is the hog dead? Is the hog still alive?
No. It's a farmer in Iowa who had raised hogs and pigs, and he was watching them. He found how intelligent they were. This one became a pet. Became like 400 pounds later on. So he became a chicken farmer instead because they were extremely intelligent.
This is what I love. You're gonna get the real thing here. That's awesome. I never knew that. So he always. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Well, we have another
Did he
picture.
move across the road?
How old is this picture?
It's about 10 years old.
Oh, the pig's dead. The pig's dead.
Larry got chicken.
It's a very dead pig.
All right. Well, no need baking this one. Let's move on to the next. All right then. Yes. Why don't you? We'll start with you on this one, and then we'll hear a little bit more of our others.
That's my representation of surgeons in an operation from the viewpoint of the patient. And I kind of figured out that why they wore masks, not just for germs, but in case something went wrong, you don't know who did it.
I get a charge out of this one. I do have to tell you that. I get a big charge out of this one because personally, I really have always dreamed of having, you know, plastic reconstructive facial surgery, that sort of thing. And the idea of these people just looking at me like I'm gonna be so much better after this is over. I mean, it just blows me out of the water. This one just flips that switch all the way on.
Yes.
What I see here is gastroenterologist doing groundbreaking work in dyspepsia.
In dyspepsia.
I'll tell you, that is not the patient view. If you have any colonoscopy, you never see what hits you.
I think it's the light behind them too that I find intriguing. And I know that I probably could have had something to do with that instrument.
I have a colonoscopy once a week.
Thank you for sharing. Let's move on to the next slide. Oh my goodness. Okay. What is the title of this one?
It's called Head of the Class.
I'm glad to make this clean. Okay. So thoughts about this? When we look at this piece, what did you? Who picked this piece? I thought this was our private collection.
The juxtaposition of the woman's head observing the statue, which I found rather, you know, self-evident.
That's a woman's head? I always thought that was a guy.
That's a
You could
woman-
tell by the way she cocked it.
woman.
I'm nuts about this piece.
I think it sucks.
Wow.
Well, I'm telling you, this is a D-cell battery for me. Do you know what I'm saying? I think I would want to take these with me. I'd want to take this with me, so I would want to travel with the batteries.
Is he ever ready?
This one made centerfold ones. I have a question. Does anyone have a question about this piece by any chance? Okay, if you have a question with any that come up, make sure that you ask them. Let's move on to the next.
It's a classic, like the penis de Milo.
Whoever you ask.
That's it, Mary.
Okay, that is all three of them. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, how about a big hand for all three of our experts and of course our